Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from Capitan, New Mexico. To me, a cold morning. It's about 38 degrees. I just finished my walking, and we're going to go take a drive because I'm going to go to Ruidoso to do some grocery shopping. I know that's an exciting thing to do, but it's got to be done. So, having said that, guys, as you know, I get myself into a lot of situations. I do a lot of different things. And, I'm still, building the tiny home is still on my mind. And I think about that, that would be a completely different direction than RVing, you know what I mean? Pretty much, because if I build a home here in Capitan, then I will, of course, sell the Class C motorhome and live a different lifestyle in that I wouldn't need a tow dolly at all. And as far as towing this, I don't have to worry about it. So that changes the whole thing. And then on the other hand, she had warts. Do nothing. That's always an option. And that's kind of the horns of a dilemma that I'm in, because I see some positives from building the home, and also some possible negatives in that, if these builders haven't contacted me now, or haven't called me back, what's going to happen when we start building? Don't think I haven't thought about that. So, but anyway, we're going to cruise a little bit. Whatever pops into my brain will probably fall right out of my mouth, and away we go. But it is a good life. It's a free life living out here on the road in an RV. I mean, I can leave here anytime and go anywhere I want to. This is the highway that goes to Ruidoso. It's a pretty drive. I know y'all been on it with me 100 times. This will be 101. It is a cloudy day, as you can see. The temperature right now in my car thing shows the outside temperature to be 40 even, and I don't doubt it. It felt colder than that when I was out walking. So, but at least there's something for me to think about and do. And another thing I'm thinking about doing, I've got two cars now. I've got that 2012 Hyundai, or however you say it, Hyundai Santa Fe Limited, and then I've got this 2022 Spark automatic, whatever it is. And do I need two cars? No, I don't. So I'm trying to get rid of the Hyundai. And then it occurred to me that, trade-ins on cars now are just really good. In fact, car dealers will buy your car outright now just to have some used inventory. Of course, they want to rob you, and, I understand that. Business is business. But it occurred to me, I said, well, hell, I could just trade both cars in on one new car, and I've kind of been looking at that, because let's just say I could find a car that would suit my needs for, say, under 30,000, which I think it should be fairly easy, wouldn't you think? I hope. And then trade both of these in, and I'd only have a difference of maybe, I don't know, $6,000 or so, with $7,000 maybe, after they add taxes and all their fees and crap. It's just a thought, I mean, these numbers are certainly not totally accurate, but I've looked at the trade-in values on both of these cars and added them together, and yeah, it's a pretty good number. And so and the new car, actually they have some new car. They have it's a Buick something, but it's like an SUV, and they got some over in Ruidoso for sale for like 27 or 28,000, and they're not marking them up over invoice. Okay, they're not taking the MSRP and marking them up, but they're like 4 cylinders, and I'm not sure if they're all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. It occurred to me after I looked on the internet that if they're all-wheel drive, you cannot tow them on a tow dolly. You got to have all 4 wheels off the ground, I think, unless there's a way to take it out of that all-wheel drive mode and just have it in front-wheel drive mode. then you could tow it on a tow dolly. But I'm just thinking out loud while we're driving here, guys. And it's a Sunday morning. I'm averaging 40.4 miles per gallon in my Chevy Spark 2022 automatic, plain Jane. I mean, I hate to get rid of this. I really do. I like this car. I may just go ahead and stick with my original plan to sell the Hyundai and then just keep this. We'll see. I mean, again, I'm just thinking out loud, guys. The way you can reach a decision, which may be totally wrong, is to just think out loud. Talk to yourself so you can get some feedback from your own voice. You'd be surprised. It does make a difference, I'm telling you. And of course, you people, my subscribers, Rangers, whatever, you aren't shy. No, if you think I should be doing something a different way, I usually hear about it about 8,000 times. and it's good. Yeah, it's a good mental exercise, for me. But I think if actually the best outcome, I mean, for me, I think, would be actually do nothing. Go ahead and sell. Well, I don't even know if the house is going to sell in Texas or not. I haven't got any. There aren't that many people standing in line to buy it. But it will eventually, I think. And if push comes to shove, I could keep it. It's an okay place. I enjoy being there, and in the winters, it's certainly a good spot because the winters in Brackettville, Texas, are really mild. And so sometimes you have a good deal, good hand, and you probably should play it. But me, I'm always looking to change things, and sometimes I fix things that aren't broken. So we'll see how all this plays out. If it played, here's a hand that could play out. I end up selling the Hyundai, keep the Spark, keep the RV, and go to Texas in the winter. That's one viable, very good option. And then come out here in March or April or whenever I choose to. That was the original plan, and there's nothing wrong with it. Another plan would be to build a home in Capitan, sell the motorhome, and when I go to Texas in the winter, rent a cabin or whatever, someplace by the month for 3 months or 4 months, the coldest months of the winter, and then come back out here to my cute little house. That's not a bad outcome either. And then, are there any more? Yeah, there's more, sure. There's another one. Yeah, just don't build a home, sell the place in Texas, get a tow dolly, and go traveling some more. Is that out of the question? No. Gasoline prices are high, but I don't have to drive that far every month. I could just drive, move about 400 miles a month. That'd be 40 gallons, be $160 or $170 in gas. That's not bad. And then stay wherever. You can stay in state parks, RV parks, whatever. Do a mix. No, I've done all that before, and so all that stuff's on my mind. And I'm traveling down the highway here going to Ruidoso, and beautiful. I mean, it's interesting to see the gray skies. Rarely. In fact, since I've been here, I think I got out here in March, middle of March. I've been here 3 months April, May, yeah, 3 months, March, April, May, 2 months. Is that right? 2 months. I'm getting it here, guys. My math's pretty good. And I'm probably not talking loud enough. Maybe I'm doing all right. But yeah, but time flies, man. And if you're born, let's just say life is a football field, exactly 100 yards long, or in other words, everybody lives to be 100 years old. And when you're born, you're on the 1 yard line, or in that range. And I'm on the 76 yard line. I can see the goalpost pretty clearly now. I can see clearly now. But see, that's life, you know what I mean? And so I'm looking at the goalposts from the 76 yard line, and some of y'all are at the 50, 40, 30, and you're not seeing it as clearly as I do. All right? And so if I do some things that you think are kind of foolish, well, they're not for me. And when you get here, be doing something similar, I hope. But yeah, I like to have, the way it is right now, I've got a lot of options, and I always remember that the best option sometimes can be do nothing. Okay? Do you have to always do something? And the answer is no. But Capitan to Ruidoso on a Sunday morning, and I got a guy in a pickup. He's probably 8 feet from my bumper, and I'm going 58 miles an hour. And that's as fast as I ever go. I mean, it ain't going to get any better. I think the speed limit on this road is 60. It's not very much. Here, he'll pass now. I say he'll pass now. I say he'll pass now. Nope, he likes to park right on my bumper. But anyway, yeah, and he's got about 19 headlights in his grill. Yo. So on and on we go, guys. I've got me some good old tea, and got me some good old dark chocolate almonds and dark chocolate. If you don't mind, I think I'll take a swaller of my tea, and then I will have some of my almonds and enjoy the drive. Sunday morning drive, guys. Just a Sunday morning drive. Tastes pretty good, ladies. And I got me some dark chocolate. Pretty good. There's a 4-lane up here. I'll let him go by, or else I'll park in the highway till he does. Here he comes. Here he comes again. Speed limit 45. I'm going 45. He's above the law. See, if you got a 4-wheel drive pickup with loud exhaust, you don't have to obey the law, even though the sign says safety corridor, speeding fines doubled. I don't understand that either. Oh, I went out to the airport yesterday, and they don't have shuttle flights from here anywhere. No, that's all just a private airport, for people in this area. And they got a lot of aircraft out there, man, a lot. Learjets and stuff. Yep. But no, you can't fly out of Ruidoso anywhere unless you pay somebody to fly you out here. And if you want to fly from Roswell and you wanted to go to South Texas, say Victoria, Texas, then you ain't. It doesn't show any flights, I checked. If you're going to go south in Texas, you got to go drive to 155 miles from Capitan to El Paso, Texas, and then fly out. But I'm not going to do it flying anyway, so don't bombard me with flight reservation stuff. I was just looking at options. Climbing the mountain, baby, climbing the mountain. Now we're at 40.3 miles per gallon. That's pretty good, isn't it? And I can't think of anything I could buy for a reasonable price that would do that for sure. I mean, you can get some cars under 30,000, but their gas mileage is, well, for SUV types. If you wanted to get something else, you probably could. I mean, you could get a car that got 40 miles a gallon, I think. But I was thinking about a hybrid. I'm just, when I'm sitting there with not much to do, these thoughts hit me in the head, and away I go. There's the sign says 45. I'm going 44. Na. So guys, what are you going to do when you grow up? Where would you be if you could be any place in the entire world? I've thought about that. I don't have to be here. I can be anywhere. I can go to anywhere in the whole world. But I have to say this, I've said it before, no matter where you are, there's always something. Nothing is perfect. Or no place, no location. You know, Ruidoso is a convenient city to Capitan to do some shopping for stuff because you got an Albertsons grocery store here, you got Walmart, of course, you got Ace Hardware, you got a lumber yard, you got a lot of stuff. Even though they have a good hardware store in Capitan, this is kind of convenient for if there's items you need. Well, for example, an optometrist. You got to come here. It's doctor appointments. You got to come to Ruidoso. They have a clinic in Capitan, and that's all. And what's that got to do with the price of pumpkin seeds in Lithuania? Nothing. Nothing. Let's see what gas prices are here. It's $4.49 in Capitan. And this Valero here shows to be $4.19 for regular unleaded and $5.29 for diesel. That's a big spread, isn't it? You know how they refine oil into gasoline? Watch a YouTube video on it. They actually boil the oil, and then you get different levels of product. You get diesel and naphtha and all kind of stuff. But it's pretty interesting how they do that. It's basically what a refinery is a complicated still. Like to make whiskey with years ago out in the mountains of Tennessee and Kentucky. They had the old stills. That's basically what a refinery is, just a giant still. Ruidoso, we'll let this go. Hell, I ain't doing nothing. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos over the years, different types. I watch some of the sailing stuff, and I watch, people that are walking and traveling in different countries and stuff. And they're all good. Don't get me wrong, but the people that are sailing spend about 90% of their time in the dock rebuilding their sailboat. That's all I see. They're varnishing this or rebuilding this, or something broke. There's the wild horses that live in this area, stay in this area. They just wander around, and they are just what they are, wild horses. The wild horses. But anyway, back to YouTube video types. Yeah, and it's sailing. Of course, the sailing stuff is mostly a woman in a bikini. That's it. And some of the driving videos or camping videos now, I noticed the girls have caught on to that. So their cleavage is out and their clothes are tight. But hey guys, if I could find me a 10 about 25 years old and put her in something real tight and just have her walking around the background, I guarantee you my view count would go in the millions. I could have the same identical content. I'd have 1 million subscribers. You know what I mean? Yeah, sex sales, okay? And what's that got to do with the price of turnips in Guatemala? Nothing. Ruidoso, pretty place in the mountains of New Mexico, Lincoln National Forest. Not bad, guys. Good place to spend the summers. Now the winters, I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah, it's like a little alpine village here, We're up to 40.5 miles per gallon now. So that is proof positive that Capitan and Ruidoso are just about the same elevation. It parts. Now there's parts of Ruidoso that are much higher, but generally not much difference. I gotta have another swaller of my tea. I opened a new box of tea today, and the tea bags were huge. And I thought, God, did I get the wrong ones or something? It's decaffeinated, of course, but it's one bag. It said one bag makes 8 ounces. Well, hell, I thought that was true of all of them. Anyway, they're big old bags, man. But it's pretty good tea. There's a gas at the Food Mart there that's $4.49. And there's the Ruidoso car wash on the right. Been there a few times. In fact, I need to run that Hyundai through there again. Good old dark chocolate, guys. Hope you can get me some more today. Yeah, I got a project coming up next week, starting Wednesday. I'll tell you what it was, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. The purpose of this video is to keep you from watching the news. There's only so much time in a day. If I can take up some of it, then you can't watch the news. You realize living takes up all your time? Somebody says they ain't got anything to do, they're lying. Breathing is something to do. If you don't believe me, try not doing it. Just think how complicated the human body is. Good God. I mean, you can get a little infection in your finger and it'll kill you. Crazy. We're at 40.7 now miles per gallon. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. My oh my, what a beautiful day. Plenty of sunshine, plenty all day. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. Mr. Sunshine's on my shoulder. Remember that song? Well, guys, I guess I'm going to shoot this horse and put it out of its misery, unless y'all want to go through downtown. Well, let's do that. We'll go through downtown. Downtown. Petula Clark sang that. That was a good song. Yeah, you wonder how much our brain is so full of crap. You know, it's just anything triggers a thought. You know what I mean? And one day, not too distant future, even though it will be an emotion, without emotion, there will be artificial intelligence that will surpass us in every single way. Right now, there's pieces out there that surpass us in strength, speed of calculation, and other things, but not overall. You know, we've got the lead for the whole package. But it won't be long till all those little pieces come together. And then Katie bar the door? Is that what you say? I don't know what'll happen now. I won't be here probably. Would I upload my brain to the cloud? If it'd take it, it probably would. Hold on. We got rules in here. They start uploading and it stops. No, you don't. You ain't hiding in here. We got a green light. You go to the right to Upper Canyon. Am I going to wait on this guy or what? I don't know what he's going to do. He doesn't have his winker on. Okay, here we go, guys. Downtown Ruidoso on a Sunday morning, about 9:20 a.m. Speed limit 25. This is Highway 48. Still. Sunday morning coming down. Remember that? The smell of somebody frying chicken? I think Johnny Cash and Chris Christopherson sang that song. Whose was most popular? I don't know. Both of them did a good job. I think Chris wrote it. Speed hump, not speed bump, speed hump. For those of you that enjoy driving, I enjoy doing them. I mean, I don't have shit to say. You know, the my content compared to other channels, you know, that look like movies, man. They got drones flying in the sky, and you know, they set up and walk away from the camera, and then, you know, it's amazing. They're actually movies, man. You know, and music, and they got everything. I am surprised I get any views, but the way it is, life goes on, guys. The reason I'm saying this at the end, because nobody's watching anyway by now. The average view time, I think, is about 5 or 6 minutes for all videos. You can do an hour-long video in 6 minutes. Most of your audience gone. I'm cracking them. Almond, dark chocolate almond. It's those ones from Walmart. They're not really dark chocolate. They say that, but actually it's just a dusting of something that tastes like dark chocolate. It's probably toxic. You can probably put it on fire ants and kill them. I should have my sunglasses, my prescription sunglasses ready next week. I ordered some. I mean, I say I ordered some. I got some frames and took them to the optometrist, and he sent them off to get lenses in them. His office right there. I says optical. Ruidoso, New Mexico. In another month, approx, it'll get busy. Speed up. Gasoline prices vary from $4.59 to $4.19 here. That's a 40-cent per gallon deviation. There's people there getting gas at $4.49. I just don't know what to say. Isn't this nice though? Just cruise around, burning daylight, man. Temperature shows to be 45 now. The sun's coming out. Got cakes on the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. They got a Buick dealer over here somewhere. I was going to go check it out. Why? I don't, because I ain't got nothing else to do. Just like I went by that airport yesterday. It's run by the fire department now. They have an airport manager, but it's under the direction of the fire department. And 2 firemen were there. working on Saturdays. And what they do is when a plane comes in, the people will call ahead and they'll get their car and they fuel the planes and stuff. But that's it. It's just a little country place. Airport. Y'all getting anything out of this? If you are, I'm surprised. Life is good, guys. Life is good. I think when I go into that other dimension, when you become deceased and you go wherever people believe they go, I'm going to come back in the fifth dimension and go around the planet pinching people. They'll think it's a bug bite or something, but I'm going to pinch shit out of them. just to have fun. Because, see, you can do that forever. You know what I mean? You can't die but once. I don't think. Can you do, maybe, who knows, man? In the world we live in today, that may not be a fact either. Well, there are some wealthy people cryogenically frozen, waiting for medical technology or to reach a level that will cure whatever the disease they died of. That's true. They pay money for that too. I think it's called cryogenics. Well, anyway, it means damn cold. Anyway, I'll end the video here, guys. I mean, I don't mean to wake you up. Anyway, from Ruidoso on a cool morning, 45. This is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link, go to Amazon, buy whatever hell you want. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk. Stand guard at the door of your mind. I'm telling you, don't watch the news. It's your choice, but do you, I do me. You know what I mean? So anyway, enjoy your life, guys. Bye-bye.